Viewers, okay, let's start. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, has confirmed that the 11 Nigerian soldiers who were aboard that C-130 Hercules aircraft that made that forced landing in Bobo Dioulasso in Burkina Faso earlier this week are still in the country. Now, the official line from the Nigerian Air Force remains that the aircraft was on a ferry mission from Lagos to Portugal when it encountered a technical fault and diverted to Bobo Dioulasso in Burkina Faso for a precautionary landing, emergency landing. Now, in line with the ICAO safety protocols, that is what Nigerian Air Force is saying. However, the Confederation of Sahel States, comprising of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger, they have accused Nigeria of violating Burkinabe airspace, and they've called the incident an unfriendly act, and they believe that there is the authority. They've authorized member states to neutralize any type of intruding aircraft. Thankfully, that has not happened, but clearly they are still in detention, as is the aircraft that they came in on. Now, Mali's junta leader, Assimi Goïta, described the entry as defiant of international law in a joint press briefing at the ECOWAS Commission in Abuja on Thursday. Minister Tugar said that diplomatic talks with Burkinabe leaders, especially Ibrahim Traoré, are ongoing to resolve this situation as quickly as possible. Now, following on from his fact-finding mission to Nigeria...
I mean, as a patriot, I want my country to do well. But patriotism does not mean that I should not call my government out.
Agreed.
I think we didn't manage the Burkina Faso incident well. After the release by the Burkinabe government and the reaction from the Air Force at first was like, oh, there was nothing that happened to it. Then we heard another story like you brought yesterday, that they were actually negotiating. Then we heard another story yesterday afternoon at around 12:15, was reported by Business Day, was reported even by The Guardian in the UK, that they had been released. Then we got the confirmation during the press conference with Minister Tugar that they had not been released.
Yes.
So when they blame us journalists, I'm talking about the government now, of fake news, please, I ask, prior to the clarification by Tugar, who peddled fake news? Is it not the government? Did the government representative not misrepresent the situation of things in the initial statement released? Because they're so quick to point their accusing fingers at us, but they don't ever take the responsibility when it comes from them. I think it was best we had rather not said anything or allowed the Foreign Affairs Minister to have handled it and spoken about it like he spoke in the press conference. That initial statement that was a counter to what was happening in Burkina Faso that turned out false, and whoever released that statement as at 12:15 yesterday that also turned out false, just put our government in the back. And it's lapses like this people will always capitalize on. This is another low for the government.